Hey guys, reading time. How is everyone? Alrighty, missed you guys. All right, so I was hearing for this collective, believe like a child believes in magic. So maybe this collective, you are kind of like, a little bit in disbelief of maybe your love story or something part of your journey, but just to make sure that is, the energy for this collective, let's go ahead and confirm what your main focus is. And actually, I don't want to get these. I want to get these. And then we'll break it down and see what's going on. Alrighty. This main collective, what is your main focus currently? What are you currently going through? Whoa. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. All right. So this collective, you could be very. I was actually seeing when I saw that is the explosion of emotion. The love bombing card, the one with the bomb. I was seeing that with that. So maybe you guys are going through tense emotions currently, having to do with intimacy or your person. This is the reason why I said, what I said in the beginning. But you could be currently in a no contact situation with your person. You do feel like they were the right person, but it was the wrong time. So clearly this collective, you acknowledge the fact that you guys both needed to heal certain aspects to be able to come in the near future, I'm hearing. But there could be actual physical distance, but also emotional distance, and there are certain temptations. So maybe this collective, you guys there's a reason why the belief, like you're kind of like feeling that need to maybe contact them just because of this no contact. And what I heard with, believe like a child believes in magic, maybe you're going through a period of, it's getting hard for you to believe in your journey and your love story because there's still so much stagnancy in the 3D aspect of it. Don't make it fit. All right. Let's confirm intimacy intensity. Wow, fire. There's a reason why I said explosion of emotion, but passion. But also maybe your person could be a fire sign. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I'm seeing that as passion. So clearly maybe this collective, you're going over the passionate. Maybe you're going over certain naughty thoughts as well. It's coming to my mind. But I feel this collective, maybe whenever you do feel this intensity of passion towards this person, that's when you maybe get tempted to maybe contact them, even through this no contact, kind of like wanting to, I feel this collective, you guys are kind of wanting to speed up the process of this union instead of letting everything come to you. Let's get one more for fire. Whoa, but inner union. This collective, you need to start focusing on a little bit more inner union, which means if this came out, I'm feeling like maybe this collective, even though you want to rush this, what I intuitively feel, you do understand that you guys have to first come into your inner union before coming into that external union. I just feel like maybe because it's been a long time, and let's just get a dice. I'm hearing years. So let's get a dice. How long has it been since your initial connection with this person? This collective. 2 years. Maybe 2 years for you is a very long time. But 2 years. I was hearing more than just 2 years, like kind of like 4 or 5. So maybe, the last point of, it could have been 2 years, but I was kind of feeling like it was a little bit more just because of like the overwhelmness and just, what is this coming? I'm feeling, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. But I was kind of feeling that. All right, let's confirm no contact. Whoa. So you got divine masculine and watching. So you could feel this person is watching you. Even through this no contact. Maybe that's why also this collective, you're feeling a certain temptation. I feel like maybe you could be absorbing a little bit of them if they really are, and if this came out, you could really feel that, but divinely protected. I kind of want to see, hold on. I want to see currently the universe's perspective of this connection. What's currently going on, universe, with this connection currently going on? Okay, so clearly this collective and this person, you both had to work through certain, you know, confidence, self-sabotage, fear of and ego issues, but maybe you had a little bit of jealousy, and that's what I was feeling, frustrated in the relationship. That's what I was feeling with this collective, even this person, but sunglasses and watching. Clearly, right, collective, you can feel like they're watching. Even this collective, you could be watching. But abundance, trying to keep a positive mindset. Manifesting exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. Endings bringing new beginnings and clarity. I feel like this collective, maybe it is that you're needing clarity to see what is going on with this connection. But I feel with this, this is the universe's, you know, view of the current situation in your connection. So clearly this collective, you know, there's a little bit of frustration. I feel like the universe is really trying to get you to just focus on being positive and focus on your growth, on your own change and liberation on this transition. I do feel like there is a transition from the ending to a new beginning, but there's something having to do with truth, clarity, the sword and the rose energy. Maybe this collective, you're really needing, you know, clarity in the mind of what is currently going on in the situation. One more. Yeah, but you guys are ascending. You're transcending the obstacles. This is preparing for union, but learning, expansion, preparing for a new phase. And passion, confirmation with that fire sign. All right, let's confirm. Not enough. Actually, you know what? I feel like this is more or less like kind of like what I feel, but let's just get one more to confirm this, how the universe is seeing, you know, this connection. Or two, well, that didn't want to come out, but the snake. So clearly this collective, you guys are currently going through, you know, maybe certain malicious tendencies that this person had. I'm seeing also maybe you feel like there was someone else. It makes sense with the clarity. Maybe you feel like there's someone else in the middle trying to sabotage this connection. The other man, competition, enemy, clever. Having to look over your shoulder. Maybe also you're getting a lot of lessons having to do with certain masked people around you that you need to cut ties with to be able to really bring this new beginning. You could have felt like an option towards this person, but it could be that someone is in the middle trying to sabotage this, and that's why there is an ending on their end to be able to bring this new beginning. But I want one more for the snake. But I am saying this as more, you know, you guys need to. But this is about introspection. Confirmation. So literally what I was about to say, this collective, you guys need to believe a little bit more. Just understand that the ending is bringing this new beginning, but that you guys just need to focus yourselves on that inner union. You guys are marrying each other's self-image right now. So you guys could be in kind of like magnet mode. I was seeing my magnet with my other deck, where you guys are really, you know, kind of like feeding into your threads, but mirroring each other's self-image, relationship reflections on their wounds. We do have love call here, so it could be that maybe this person will be approaching you soon. But let's go ahead and let's just get, you know, the rest of this deck, and then let's get into. And then I want to see your emotions before getting into them, and then we'll see universally what's going on. Right person, wrong time. This collective, you miss them. That's the thing. There's a little bit of yearning. There's a little bit there. You guys are still in that energy of separation instead of that energy of union. You're still in the longing phase, I feel. It could be that maybe you guys are currently, and I just saw a butterfly. You guys are currently coming out of that phase, but right now, this collective, you feel anything but that. You feel like you're in the you feel like you want your person back. So I'll make it fit. Distance. Dark Night of the Soul. So clearly this person, through this distance, has made you really reflect, has made you go through, like, I'm seeing that, you know, And it's made you evolve. I'm seeing that, you know, you've been through the hard part of the journey of having to remove a lot of that wounding. This person could have also, you know, brought up a lot of that core wounding that you needed to heal. But clearly this collective, you've been healing. If you have inner union here, clearly you've been really healing. Temptation. Constant burn. So clearly this collective, you are tempted to contact this person. Do not. Do not. Sit still. Do not chase. You will attract. Just keep on focusing on your inner union. Archangel Michael blew that trumpet for a reason. Neither of you were ready to be, you know, in that committed relationship that you both deserved. You both had to go through a lot of healing. You both had to go through, you know, seeing through the red flags instead of just, you know, accepting or enabling certain behaviors. So I'll make it fit. Alrighty. I want to get currently a couple for your emotion, and then let me see, what emotions is this collective currently sitting on? What emotions? Oh. So you're trying to forgive. You're trying to get out of that mentality that this person is maybe with someone else, or that even this person is that snake energy, you know, that malicious energy. Trying to acknowledge that harboring resentment only blocks the flow of love. I'm sorry, like this shirt, I think I bought it like a little bit too, like one size too small, so it's very uncomfortable. Let's get a couple more of this collective's current emotion. You're going through the adversities, clearly. Makes sense with the distance, makes sense with the no contact. You're going over everything, right? All right, let's get a couple more. Happiness, so you are I do believe that this collective, sometimes you do feel like this happiness, kind of like this peace energy, but it's like whenever you do feel that intense emotion, that intensity, that's when that passion comes over you, and that's when that, you know, that intensity comes over you, and it's like, when is this person coming, you know? Sometimes I feel like this collective, you're trying to be very logical, but you're still, I feel this collective, you're still not seeing it the right way. You know what I mean? Even though you are focused on your happiness and your inner union, you're still, you know, I feel this collective, you could be that collective that I think it was like last week or a couple of weeks ago that I said, when you have, you know, this, when you're healing for that end stop instead of healing for yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like this collective, maybe you could have resonated with that collective. There it is. I'm seeing my 5 of Cups with that. But understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I feel like what you've lost was yourself at one point, and you need to start appreciating yourself first. And you're worried. When is this coming? Confirmation. All right, forgiveness. You're trying to surrender. It's good. You're trying to surrender by really releasing what no longer serves you. Like, the past is a past. I can't do anything with what the behavior that they already did with that they already had with me. I can only I think that's that positive mindset, that abundance. Think of, you know, maybe putting up the back. You can only focus on, you know, what from here on out. But because you haven't had, you know, anything happen from here on out with this person, maybe you are really trying to, you know, not force the surrender, but you're really trying to surrender and trying to forgive, and, you know, not think of this person maybe as a snake, or as there's someone around them that is a snake. You know what I mean? Right, collective will get that. Adversity. Empathy. So even through the empathy towards yourself, that's what I feel like you should start focusing on. Feel this collective, maybe you're a little bit too focused on, you know, being empathetic towards that other person, and you're not seeing that being empathetic towards the other person is actually not helping with you maybe having a little bit of resentment towards them, because you're still thinking about, you know, wanting them back instead of focusing on you wanting yourself back in yourself. You know what I mean? Happiness. But you're trying to be disciplined. That's good. Trying to focus on the positive mindset. We did get that. You know, trying to be aware of what makes you happy. Trying to have courage. Trying to be in your strength. It's good. I do believe that with that temptation, whenever it's like you do get that temptation. I don't believe that this collective, you've contacted them. No. There's a reason why I said you feel like you want to, but and I said, no, don't. But I do feel that this collective, you know, even through that, it's getting a little bit hard. It's getting a little bit hard. You feel it's getting hard. Grief. Maybe that's why, again, relationships, confirmation. Clearly, this, you're still a little bit maybe in that 5. I actually got tarot because I kind of want to see first your outlook of this connection right now. And literally 8 of coins in reverse. I feel that's what I was going to say. I feel like this collective, you're bored. Like it's like everything is the same. Everything is like, it's the same in and out, you know, it's every day is, you know, there's nothing really that exciting happening maybe, you know, in your life. And I feel like you're bored. Like, it's like, I feel this collective, you feel like you are accomplished in all other aspects of your life, but in that love situation. You know what I mean? We have here, it's like complacent, scattered, monotonous, all work, no play, very repetitive. You know, you could feel very stagnant and not delivering. It's like, when there's a reason why I said, you know, in the beginning of this reading, believe like a child believes in magic. So clearly you're starting to lose belief in your journey and in your love story. Don't make it fit. All right, I want to see your guys' perspective of the currently the connection. I just want to get 3 and confirm, and then we'll get into... It could be that maybe it's been a couple of weeks where your consciousness has been starting to shift, but this is about final steps and an increase, gaining strength, making progress. Oh, wow, 3 of coins. So you're wanting to do this together, but... let's see what comes out. You're trying to get, it didn't want to come out, but it came out the other way. So I do believe this collective, you are on the brink of a new perspective, of a hangman moment, you know, of an aha moment. Let's see what, there it is. What did I say? 5 of Cups, confirmation. Confirmation. What did I just say? There's a reason why this didn't want to come out. You're on the brink of an epiphany and surrender. You're trying to surrender. We can see this. Confirmation. Literally, as I saw that grief, I saw that 5 of Cups. This collective, you want to have active listening, and I feel like you want this person to actively listen to you as well. You want this 3 of coins. You want, you know, this soul energy, you know, the synergy finally, but you're still in an unwelcoming change. You're in grief, you're in sadness, you're in the loss, you're in the mourning period. You're still emotionally there's too much emotional baggage still tied to this person because of the loss, instead of seeing it again, different perspective, as a lesson. What is it that you needed to heal from this? This is coming from core wounds. This isn't just coming from this person. It's just that this person activated these core wounds, maybe of abandonment, maybe of, you know, feeling like an option, feeling like you were never chosen. There's something there that you need to go within. It's actually activating you into resisting change, because you're not seeing it clearly. It's not that you don't want to see it clearly, but it's like you're so tied to that end stop, so tied to, you know, I have to heal so that this person comes back to me. Don't make it fit. I am here to confirm what you're feeling, not tell you how you're feeling. That it's just keeping you stuck in that whirlwind of, and maybe because of how long it's been as well. You know, you're still in the same cycle. And if it's been 2 years, you could be coming into a closing of a cycle having to do with this energy. So see it another way. Close that cycle and have that new beginning your own way. Sign. Balance yourself. adapt, prioritize yourself, you know. Let's get one more. Yeah, it's not, there could be certain family feuds right now. They could be even going through some family feuding as well. You guys got mirrors, so I do feel like there is, and we did get that snake energy. It could be that you both are being presented with a lot of red flags, that Archangel Michael, that maybe you're not seeing. Maybe even this collective, you feel like this person is about to even start a relationship with someone just because this other person has money. Maybe you guys are going through that as well. But this is about contracts. I feel like this collective, you're going through a cycle to complete a contract. And also, again, I'm seeing this as a very imbalanced environment. You know, this collective, I feel like you want this. You want the 10 of coins upright. You want that union. You want that, you know, stability. You want that not only emotional fulfillment, but also security, financial security. But there's still certain things that you're not seeing the right way that you need. And also family, core wounds coming from family, maybe even, that you need to start seeing the right way, that are actually activating because of this. And have that aha moment. Have that aha moment. Surrender to what is coming. Surrender to what is. And that will help you also gain that new perspective and start seeing things clearer. Alrighty. I'm going to be honest. I kind of don't want to get into this person because I feel like the main focus for this collective should be this collective right now, to be honest. But I will get quickly, I'm going to get maybe like 2 decks. Change that energy. I want to see this person currently, how they're... All right, let's quickly get how they're currently genuinely feeling towards you. And then I want to get what they're wanting maybe to say, or, you know, get these. What was that actually? Is it true? Oh my God, confirmation. What did I say? I feel this person maybe, again, you guys are so marrying right now. Is it true? I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. Just saying. Again, believe. Believe in your love story. Believe in your journey. All right. The person on this collective's mind, how are they currently genuinely feeling towards this collective? Whoa. Oh my God, literally the first one to come out, perception. I only was able to see what I wanted to see. I am sorry for not seeing your worth. All right. And twin flame. So when you know, you know. They know this is a once in a lifetime type of love. You feel like home, you are one. And as you are one, whatever you're feeding into your thread, if it's negativity, sadness, loss, you're feeding it into them as well. It's not helping their energy either. But it shouldn't be that shouldn't be your main focus. It should be more, you know, you keeping that positive mindset towards yourself. Enchanted. I feel like, and I'm not even done with reading how they see you and your energy. And I'm staring at my true love card from here. And we have separation. I feel like the love is there. It's just that there's needing healing done. You know, there's needing a period of, you know, introspection. I feel this, it's not that the love isn't there. It's just that you guys need to redirect that love to yourselves first, so that then you know what you can accept from others without, like a moth. That's a moth. Moth, what does it do? It's looking for the light when you first need to sign. The moth looks for the light when actually you need to start looking within for your own light. That was magical. Oh my God, hold on. Let me take it out. All right, that was beautiful. That was one hell of a sign. They're going through the pain as well. But Enchanted, the more I see you, the more I love and adore you. My heart cries out for you. The wrong choice was made, and now they sit in the pain of losing you. Again, there's a reason why I said I feel like you could be absorbing this person. And also, they could be in their own Five of Cups as well, but you're maybe mistaking it for your own emotions. Even though maybe you need to go within and see why those emotions are being brought up to you again. I feel like this person and fragmentation, there it is. That dark night of the soul. Until we make our shadow conscious, we will still continue to hurt others. Sign. All right, perception. Divine Feminine, stop it. You're a goddess who healed me and transformed me to my higher self. See that within you. Look at the change that you provided to this person. Look at the energy that this person, feels from you. See it. You need to embody it yourself. But you know what? That moth really took me. So I want to read what the moth with the Kim Kranz deck, what it means. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Confirmation to what I said for this collective. This collective, you're feeling like everything is dull. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery than the wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, enthusiastic and whimsical. When out of balance, idealizes others, jittery. To bring to balance, finish a project. Maybe start a project and finish a project. That was magical. And turn into that butterfly. Transform. So crazy because literally after the moth, it's the butterfly in that book. All right, Twin Flame. Just trust and believe. Soulmates. So this person, you guys could actually resonate with the twin soul journey. But I'm drawn to you in a way I've never experienced before. A love so deep and complex. You just need to believe. Believe like a child believes in magic. Believe. Maybe you're going through it. And there's a reason why I said core wounds. So clearly, inner child healing is occurring right now. Or you're going through main... or depth of emotion having to do with inner child healing. All right, let's keep confirming these, and then I want to get those message cards enchanted, and then I want to get some universal messages for this collective. Arrogance. So even though they are enchanted, I allowed my pride. So they're going through introspection, confirmation. I allowed my pride and ego to get in the way of our connection. I thought I was the catch. So they thought they were that's kind of a little bit, of that kind of like wounded feminine energy. She puts herself in that tower and really, sees herself as she needs to be chased. But, I feel this person, again, clearly, part of whatever the snake energy was, maybe had to do with their own fear and ego issues. Heartbreak. I want one more for arrogance, actually. Hold on. Isolation. So they're isolated. I need to be alone to figure out who I am and who I want to be. I feel like this collective, you're really absorbing this person's energy right now. I really did see my magnet there. To figure out who I am and what I want to be, please be patient with me. Heartbreak. Grow old. Because they saw you as life partner. Promise me you won't stop loving me even when we are old and gray, together forever. Fragmentation. Extroverted. What is this dark night of the soul doing? It's activating their own divine masculine within, To what? To come into movement the right way. Not an impulsive way, but the right way. Moving towards you with confidence, ready to show you how much they love you. But they need to go through that fragmentation. They need to go through that hurt. They need to go through those wounds so that they can heal it, and it won't be a detriment in your relationship in the future. Can you imagine how it would be in the future if you guys, for example, if you can just, if for example, this collective, you're right now, because you feel dull or you feel bored or whatever it is, you're trying to look for something new, exciting, or you're trying to look in with someone else, this person, you know, to find excitement. Imagine if that happens in your relationship and you guys are already together, and then it starts to get dull or it starts to get boring. Are you going to start looking elsewhere? Are you going to think that maybe this person also is going to start looking elsewhere as well? It's coming to my mind for a reason. You guys need, there's core wounding that needs to be healed from both sides. And there's a little bit more of belief needed in the journey, and not just because, you know, it's, I understand that it's like a, you know, patience and believing and trusting, you know, it comes to a point sometimes, you know, in the journey that you're like, I don't want to hear those words anymore. I understand that. But it really is all that you need, you know, and because we don't see in the 3D the change that we expect, our brain expects, we tend to maybe go to the negative and be like, oh no, but this just probably isn't it then. I believe it was all a lie. It was my mind was just making it up. No. Look how far you've come. Look how far, you know, how much you've healed as well. That doesn't just come from, you know, oh, believing. No, that comes from work. And when you believe in your own journey, you can also believe in someone else's journey instead of putting them in a category of maybe they are a snake. Maybe they did just use me. Maybe, you know, it was all just lies. No. Like this person maybe thinks exactly the same thing. You guys are mirroring in that aspect. The snake, you guys are both mirroring in it. So this person feels all of this emotion, but then their mind, and literally on the bottom, head over heart. Heart says yes, but the mind says no, mental pain. So where you guys are going through that emotional pain, they're going through the mental pain. It's like they're trying to be so logical with this. And I haven't even tapped into them so much, but I can already feel it. This person is wanting to, you know, really, they want this, but there's something that is stopping them because there's something having to do with their own self-worth that they haven't seen yet, that they haven't had that aha moment yet. They've had it with you guys and you've had it with them, but it just, there's the new perspective has to do with you turning around those tables, starting to see it within yourself so that they can start see it within themselves, having that self-worth for themselves. Let's get a couple of these of what this person, maybe how this person feels towards you. And then I don't really want to get into this person that much. I feel like this collective needs more of a guiding message. First one, wow. And then these just, and lost. They feel lost without you. First one was, you're my favorite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought that when I have news to share, you're my person. Unclear. I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore, because this collective, you don't know how to feel about the connection either. But then they're obsessed. The intensity that this collective feels, they can feel it too. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. Stalk your socials, so clearly they are watching you and hope to run into you sometimes. Why do I feel like you guys have my kids growing old together? Like you guys maybe, you know, live close to each other, but have my kids. 10 of Pentacles energy. This person wants this 10 of Pentacles as well. This could have been even spoken about at one point. But maybe when they ran or when they, you know, withdrew, you know, they didn't even understand. And it's so crazy because I'm literally staring at this deck, and what is the one on the bottom? Confirmation for both of you. You both have to go through your self-worth, your self-love, your self-value, and your self-respect. I want to have a family with you. I know you be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. And I'm leaving, so maybe there is someone in the middle. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset, aha moment, that has not served me and hindered my growth. Get a couple more. This is good. This is good. Finding myself. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. And they did get that with that other deck. And this collective, you're like so focused and I want this now. There's something having to do with your expectation that you need to let go of. And just surrender. Literally just surrender. You hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. This is why they're not coming in. They could have felt like an option even with you guys. Everyone's perception of a relationship is totally different than the one that we have, our own selves. You know what I mean? Just trust and believe. All right, before I even get into this one, but you're almost there. Just trust. 44, divine masculine strength. You guys, putting that divine, again, yin and yang has to be balanced. It's not just, oh, I'm a divine feminine and that's it. No, we both embody the same energies. We need to be in our stillness and compassion and empathy and caring and nurturing nature. And in, everything comes to me. I don't chase it as a divine feminine, but putting the action, determination, dedication, assertiveness, being strong with our words, and believing in what we say and our actions instead of, maybe, you do something and then like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or should I have done that? That is not divine masculine. No. We need balance. Not only feminines, but masculines as well. Yes, we embody a little bit more than the other. But we're supposed to be in our inner union. Inner union. I want to get these and see what the universe is asking of you. What is the universe asking of this collective? One of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. Let it go. Mindset. That's what I'm feeling with that. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain or resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you and you can't fully be present in your life, literally. If you're holding on to this negativity, release it and be free. And protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. You're clearly absorbing. So maybe do a cleanse, have like a salt bath, or, I would declutter. If you've been thinking of maybe doing like a kind of like a Marie Kondoing in your home, or maybe getting rid of some old stuff and do it. Negative energy holds on to clutter as well. So if you've been thinking of getting starting to do a deep clean in your home, or even in your room, or even do like an incense cleanse, with sage all around your home, do it. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place, confirmation, and presence. So clearly the universe is really asking you to be present in the moment, because you're going to be wishing away what you do have. By focusing on what you don't have, you're wishing away what you do have. So if you currently are in a stable environment having to do with your work, stable environment having to do with your home, stable, environment having to do even with your family, there's a reason why I had that 10 of coins in reverse. If you are always focused on what you want and what you are longing for, you're just wishing your life away. So what is it going to do? It's going to start bringing problems into your life that you did not want. Avoid it. Avoid that tower, or be ahead of that tower by just being present. Do something for yourself. Go to the movies. Go have dinner by yourself. Go out. Go, I don't know. Do whatever feels good to you for yourself. Something that you wanted to do. Not that others wanted to do, what you wanted to do. That has to do with yourself. I want to make that clear. But you're being asked to spend more time in the present moment. To stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now. And your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. Sign. Alrighty. Let's get what universal message with these for this collective. And then I'm going to get my Intuit Tarot Oracle deck and see what's currently going on around your energy. What is inner conflict resolution? First one, awakening, Kundalini. Let it happen, surrender. Surrender. Don't let your mind take over. You take over. Magnetism through gratitude, which this collective right now, even though you're trying to keep a positive mindset and focus on your happiness, still by wanting to have something that it's not here yet, you're wishing away your life. And you're not being grateful for what you do have, other than resenting what you do have and because you're wanting something else. Nourish while waiting. Confirmation with that fragmentation and this collective, you know, that dark night of the soul. 33. Be in your divine feminine stillness. You guys know that 33 is my universal truth, my number for divine feminine energy. And again, another word, nourish while waiting. This is nourish the shadow and nourish while waiting. It's not going anywhere. It's not that the emotion isn't there. It's not that, you know, the love isn't there. It's just that the right kind of love isn't there yet. The love that both of you deserve. The love that won't trigger each other into, you know, maybe again going through another painful cycle. They're just trying to really, you know, I'm seeing my better than you can. You're trying to metamorphose. Confirmation for what I said before, from a moth to a butterfly. Let yourself be transformed. There's a reason why I said, you know, the initial message, you know, believe like a child believes in magic. And you know how children believe in magic. It's like they don't even, and it's so simple for them. They literally don't see it in the 3D, but they believe that it exists. Believe. You're almost there. 44 also. Divine masculine. You need to have it. You guys know what I'm going to say. Sacred boundaries. Maybe you're needing to put certain sacred boundaries with people around you as well. By the way, it's 44, 43. Claim your power. Claim your power. You're hindering your... Master, they're wanting to activate something so beautiful within you, having to do with your sight, having to do with your manifesting powers. Just trust, believe, and 10, completion. They're trying to let you, oh my God, they're wanting you to quantum jump. One more, and that's it. Confirmation again. Metamorphosing. Let this transformation happen. It's needed for the next step of your journey. That's that aha moment. Attract through your glow, not someone else's glow. Your glow. That moth, turn it around. You are that glow. Alrighty. Okay, hold on. Let's get these. I want to get these, and I want to see universally what is going on with your energy. What is the universe, you know, helping you with? What is happening, universe? What is happening, source, with this collective? What is on the way? You will not believe what card fell before the reading finished. The video finished. Magnet. The first thing that I said in this reading, I was seeing my magnet card. Magical. And it's coming to my mind. I feel this collective, you're kind of that collective that when you're in your strength, you speak things into existence, or even you think things into existence. If you got that master manifestor one, And you're a magnet right now. Everything that you're thinking and feeling and, you know, even saying to yourself, you are attracting. You are right. And it's funny because literally this is longing. But desire, the gravity pull, magnetic, you're in attraction mode. But there is yearning, but also field of influence. You are your own field of influence. Influence your energy the right way. Do that cleanse. This is the first card. It's magnet in all aspects of your life. Be in your stillness. Sign. Feminine energy. Attract through your glow. See it as independence. Don't be a loose cannon. You're attracting. You're in magnet mode. So it's not only positive, but also negative. And usually sometimes we end up getting a lot of more negative than positive because we're such magnets that, you know, it's literally that positive to that negative or that negative to that positive. That's what I'm feeling with this collective. You guys need to start thinking more positive. You need to start, you know, really focusing on yourself. They're trying to get you to be fearless and unconventional, nonconformist, in your own way, your most authentic self. So there are certain obstacles that you're going through, but the obstacles are there. And you got 32. Started with 32 and ended with 32. What the hell? They're trying to really activate that divine feminine within you. Have compassion towards yourself. Be nurturing towards yourself. What I said with, you know, going out and just doing something for yourself. You know, yes, there are obstacles that are and barriers that are put into place, but it's for you to gain your strength. 21st of the 8th could be an important date. It's literally the only date that we have here. Yes, you're going through delays and interruptions, but you know why? Because you're being a magnet for it. You are attracting it. So imagine if you can attract obstacles. Imagine if you think positively, you can attract the glow. You can attract your own glow. And everything is rapidly moving. Race car. Get it going. The pressure is on. I'm seeing that as that new perspective. They're really trying to ignite that new perspective and that surrender within you so that you can finally be in that permanence of surrender. Be determined. There are no limits is what I'm hearing. Let's get one more. Glass heart, vulnerability, 11. And this is about vulnerability, a certain apology, forgiveness, sensitivity, handling carefully, but being open and transparency as well. Certain connection, taking a risk, and we have the rider on the bottom. It's the messenger movement. Visitor, full speed ahead, progress. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there could be something on the way having to do with this person, but I feel this collective, there's a reason why I'm saying it. This collective, you're still seeing, you know, your completeness as when this person comes in, when you should be focusing on that completeness, when you come in your own inner union. I want one more for glass heart. Or two. But clock, divine, perfect timing. So something very divinely guided. Something having to do with past, present, and future. So also it could be having to do with a certain parent as well, is what I'm hearing. Having to do with forgiveness. But teacup. Containing one's emotions. You time as well. And reflection. I feel like this collective, maybe what the biggest thing that the universe is wanting to activate you is to reflect on your emotions and to just wait on perfect timing. And just, it's literally integrate the past, present, and future, understanding that time is linear. We are in that mind frame of the time because of the 3D aspect, but up there, or wherever it is that the universe and source sees us, there's no time. Everything happens like this for them. But because they surrender to it, we're tied to it because of the 3D aspect of this, plane, of the earth. Because of our 3D aspect of our mind. There's a reason why I'm saying this collective, keep that positive mindset. And if you are someone who can think something into fruition and you're a magnet right now, imagine how limitless your power can be if you put that into a positive aspect. Into your healing instead of this person. Which I feel is like what's the universe is really trying to make you do. Help you do, actually. Be transparent with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Why is it that you're wanting this now? Why is it that it's so important that this be now when you want, when your ego wants, actually? Why is that activating within you? See it that way. Have that aha moment. Have that aha moment. Let's get last two. Last two universally. Yes, divine timing having to do with issues, having to do with yarn energy. You are an ascension, divine intervention, perfect timing, serendipity, light codes, promises kept, believe. Whatever had to do with a tangled up problem or a complicated circumstance, whatever had to do with string along energy, whatever had to do with a hassle or something having to, it's unraveling as well. Whatever was, a conundrum or just an issue. And I feel like this collective, it's more, the issue for this collective is when is this person coming? You need to believe it's coming in divine timing. Just believe. Just believe. And if this collective, you have that potential, you have that power that I said you have of thinking even, not even speaking it, thinking things into existence. Imagine the power that you have if you put that energy towards something that has to do with yourself to bring yourself into that inner union. Imagine. I want to get you a couple of focus cards. I want to see, let's see what the universe wants you to focus on currently. Music, maybe. I'm hearing sound waves, but that hurts, maybe healing through hurts. Also, go listen to a band or go dancing if you like to go dancing. Put on music and start dancing in your kitchen. I do that, and that is very cathartic, and it's very liberating, by the way. But if music is something very, that this collective you feel very connected to, I recommend, and if the universe is saying it as well, there's something having to do with music that you need to start, maybe focusing on. Why am I hearing sound healing? Like therapy? Strength, confirmation. There's a reason why I said strength in the beginning. This collective, you are so connected. Your own internal strength. Remember, your mind is part of this 3D matrix. We are the ones who reprogram it the right way with your abilities and friendship, maybe. Seeing my girl talk energy, focus on being single and independent, not being tied to anybody. And not that you're going to be tied to someone, but you know what I mean. 222 on the clock while I'm saying that. Unexpected miracles, believe. Focus on your friends, focus on yourself, certain connections as well. That 3 of Pentacles that you want. I feel this collective maybe because maybe you've been single for a very long time, and that's why also you're craving this partner, in your life. Friends can be that kind of love too, but not in the way, well, you know what I mean. But that kind of love can be provided by friends as well. Soul friends, that soul family. I was someone who believed that as well, that the only person who can provide that kind of love was a partner. No, friends can do that as well. There's a reason why they say that, you know, it's always the best way to partner up with someone if it's someone who you believe is one of your best friends, you know, or you consider a best friend or a friend. It's another kind of connection. Yes, you don't have that romance, but who cares? It's still love. It's appreciating what you do have. There's a reason why I'm saying that. And I said in the beginning, and like, watch the whole thing, that first part, you know, that this collective, by focusing too much on the future and when is this arriving and when is this and when is that, you know, you're kind of wishing away the life you do have. Let's get 2 more. And I want to get what the universe is trying to help you heal. Sharing. I'm seeing that as your love. And, you know, it's literally, and listening. Maybe there's a reason why I said that friendships energy, you know. I know it came out, but also there's a reason why I said, you know, the wishing away. Maybe you're neglecting a little bit of people, some people that, you know, are part of your soul family. And we did get that family feud as well, you know, that 10 of coins energy. Maybe you tend to neglect, and if that's something that certain aspects of your life when you are, you know, in this kind of emotional baggage, or, you know, in this kind of energy. Imagine if you're not even with this person, you're already doing that. Can you imagine what could happen if you are with this person? You would be neglecting everyone who was, you know, who is important in your life because you just want to be with this person. There needs to be a balance. They're teaching you that there's a balance in everything. You're not supposed to be with your person 24/7. You're not supposed to be with your friends 24/7. You're not supposed to be working 24/7. You're not supposed to be isolated 24/7. You're not supposed to be, you know, everything should be in a balanced way. There's a reason why I'm saying that. My ear started ringing high. All right, let's see what the universe is really, that the source is really trying to activate healing in, or what they're wanting to help you heal through this part of, you know, this part of the journey. Even with this Dark Night of the Soul. Trauma, first one, trauma. There's a reason why I say everything. Past lives as well. So you could be having karmic energy from past lives that you're trying to heal as well. Core wounding. Get just a couple more. Intimidation. Why? Because you don't see yourself the right way. If you see yourself the right way, you're not intimidated by anybody. If you saw yourself the way that the universe is seeing you, with this ability to be able to think things into fruition, you would not be in this situation right now. There needs to be belief, like a child believes in magic, but in yourself. That's what it is. Literally. Belief is in yourself. It's not even in the journey anymore. It just clicked in my mind. Maybe that's your aha moment. So money matters, certain, and literally contracts, trying to heal certain soul contracts that you have. There's a reason why I say everything. I said this in the beginning. And all of the burdens, they're trying to give you that 10 of Pentacles in reverse, releasing the burdens, but you need to want to release the burdens. The burdens. That's the first time I do that with that, but I don't know. All right, let's get you some surrender cards. I'm going to get you some surrender cards, and then we're going to get dice and see universally what is coming next. Surrender to the wisdom of your body and surrender to your complete healing. Sign. Only fully open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Surrender to your wisdom, to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. I feel like trust has to come out. Speaking to fruition. I am embodying your energy, by the way. Surrender to trust. Stop it. Stop it. Trust yourself and your decisions. Divine masculine energy. Don't be swayed by others' strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Sign. That is all of the surrender cards I'm getting you. That was magical. Magical. You guys saw that, right? Literally. I said, I feel trust has to come out. What came out? Trust. Trust. All right. Let's clean that energy a little bit and see universally. Universally. I don't even know if I should get... Well, let's get dice. I'm hearing it could be weeks. So if 6 comes out, we're getting months. And if anything else comes out, we're getting weeks. All right, let's see. Source, how far do you want me to tap in for this collective, and what messages, what advice do you have for me to give them? 9 weeks. Next 9 weeks. All right, next 9 weeks, this collective. So I'm gonna do the following. I'm gonna get, and I've been liking to do that. I've been liking doing that, actually. So I'm gonna get hold on, I'm actually gonna get these. Should I get these or should I get the other ones, actually? No, I don't want to get these. I want to get these. You are magical. I'm getting my shaman cards. I want to get these and see next 9 weeks what is coming universally. So we're gonna get a couple of these. Way too many, guys, but sexual healing. There's a reason why I said that intensity in the beginning. Your focus, clearly it's something that is affecting you right now. Next 9 weeks for this collective. Wow. One more. All right. So we have changes. We have reunion of souls. Transformation. So we have changes, reunion of souls, transformation, anger, and omens. Omens are signs and, synchronicities for this collective. So clearly this collective, you're going to have to be paying attention to certain signs. Maybe even, having to do with certain anger issues that you have. Maybe you're going to be, tempted to, really react on anger is coming to my mind. But what I want to do is first see what is coming universally. And then even if I need to clarify one or any other card, I'm going to clarify it. But then I want to see the universe's perspective of what energy you need to embody and how you should handle what is coming for you in the next 9 weeks. All right. Alrighty, next 9 weeks, universe, show me next 9 weeks for this collective. What to do with changes, reunion of souls, transformation, anger, and omens. Wow. The only one up. 10 of Cups and upright. That's harmony. All right. So there's something that can be happening in a few days. All righty. There it is. There's that anger. All right. All right. So we have vernal equinox. It's time, act now, fresh start, an awakening. I do believe this collective, you're about to go through another awakening that has to do with certain soul ties, that has to do with this 10 of Cups energy as well. But emotional fulfillment is what I'm hearing with. So it's so funny because literally all of these are confirming each one that I just got from that shamanic healing oracle. So the first one was changes, and the first one in tarot has to do with that awakening, spring. But it's a few days, so it could happen from a few days to the next 9 weeks. From dark to light, a lot of changes having to do with the awakening, internal changes. This reunion of souls, I do believe that there's a moment that I feel like it's kind of like it's the leading towards this 10 of Cups. I don't believe it's like someone coming with the 10 of Cups now, but I want to clarify. This is reunion of souls. Let's clarify this 10 of Cups, please. This is literally the believing. Whatever has to do with this awakening is actually having to do with your activation, with believing in your journey, believing in yourself, that this can actually happen. Having mind over matter. Remember, you're a master manifester. Remember also what I said before. This collective, I feel you think things into fruition. Think positively. You're a magnet right now. Be truthful towards yourself. You know, be logic, but not detached. Be precise, be rational, be sharp, you know. Focus on your wisdom. Do it by the book. Start thinking more positively about yourself, and start believing in yourself, because that is actually activating belief into your journey as well. That's what I feel. Be honest with yourself. I feel there's a total transformation with this Page of Swords in reverse. A lot of air energy, so you could be an air sign. I feel like this transformation is so funny because that's literally the caterpillar, what you need to go through, that moth, from the moth to a butterfly. This aha moment, this change, this awakening is actually illuminating all of this energy. So I feel like it's also going to be illuminating a certain transformation having to do with this collectives, you know, you playing your own mind games, you know, your mind trying to play mind games on yourself. So whatever has to do with certain unanswered questions, maybe, you know, could happen that maybe you have certain moments where you're like, kind of like in that questioning stage. But again, remember to be this King of Swords. Mind over matter. You are the one who controls your thoughts. Remember that illumination. I feel like there is a transformation having to do with the strength of your mind, basically. But whatever has to do with you not speaking your truth, I feel that's what you transform. You start speaking, you start being truthful towards yourself with this King of Swords. Even you stop gossiping is what I'm hearing. But this anger energy, we have the Knight of Wands, but it's in reverse. So a reckless show off. I do feel like maybe, you know, certain unpredictability is going to be, maybe, I'm seeing that Temptation card. Maybe, I want to clarify. Hold on. Let me clarify this Knight of Wands, because I'm seeing that as maybe that's what you're going to be feeling. Wow, beyond your control. So it's something that it's going to actually activate within you. This anger is something that has to do with karmic lessons. So are you going to see it as a lesson, or are you going to take it, you know, personally and as an emotional baggage and not learn that lesson? Literally, that Wheel of Fortune has to do with karmic lessons. It's a turning point. It's a big push. Certain external forces. This is something that you need to not worry about. If you start feeling like you're in this daredevil energy, or very volatile, very angry, very arrogant, or, you know, you start feeling, you know, like you're needing to, you know, it's weird to say, you know, kind of like explosion of emotion in a negative way, you know, like maybe you even feel like you're being very unpredictable with certain actions as well, or even you're being very hasty, or even you have certain jealousy patterns that you didn't even know that you had. It's all being illuminated right now with this transformation, the strength of your mind, that mind over matter. Are you going to let this hold you back, or are you going to see the lesson? Are you going to focus? And also Omens came out with focus, with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Are you going to focus and take action having to do with the signs that you are receiving from the universe? Are you going to use your claircognizance? Are you going to see the clear choice having to do with these external forces? Are you going to be decisive and concrete? Are you going to follow those signs? I want one more Do I want one more? No, I do not want one more. I was going to say I want one more for that Wheel of Fortune, but I feel like it was very, you know, precise with that. All right, let's see what the universe is, and it's got out of my head. 111 on my timer. New beginnings. Advice. There. Thank you. Universe's advice on how you should approach this. I'm not even going to say anything because I see it, but I know it's going to come out. Yes! I knew it! Divine masculine energy. Be in your strength. Confirmation. They're saying, be in your divine... we're going to get a couple more for this. Hold on. So whatever you feel like has to do with forcefulness, or you feel powerless with, or you feel like you're facing a certain opposition, be in your Emperor energy. Be in your decisive energy. I want to confirm this Chariot and reverse energy because I feel like that's what is being, you know, what has had a lack of direction, what has had you know, a forceful nature, or where you felt powerless, or where you were facing opposition more than there's going to be obstacles in this. I feel like this is the removal of the obstacles, but I want to confirm. Let's clarify. Yes, end of a chapter of obstacles. By what? Staying in your divine masculine strength. Be action oriented. Get things done. Be proactive. If you're feeling this energy, not even distract yourself, but, you know, turn away. Maybe even when you have this energy of, maybe you start feel jealous or something like that, maybe you see I don't know, I'm just saying it just to say, maybe you see a butterfly and that makes you remember, I'm going through a transformation. I do not need to have this energy. I have the strength in my mind. I am this King of Swords. I can achieve whatever I want. I am this magnet. I have the power to create whatever I think into existence. That is your omen. That is your focus. You refocus into something else that is not negative by being in your divine masculine strength and in your divine feminine stillness. I do not need to be forceful with anything. I do not need to put any dedicated effort in something that is not aligned with me. You know what I mean? I really hope this collective, you know what I mean. But stability. Focus on your stability, on what keeps you stable emotionally, and also externally. It's a final chapter, 10 of Swords. It's done. Final chapter of completion moment, 10 completion moment of whatever was lacking direction. If you approach this in the right energy. And then what happens? And side note, Chariot energy, whatever has lacked direction on this final chapter, it has to do with a breakup, a divorce, a certain ruin, the rock bottom energy, whatever had to do with failure. I'm feeling that, and more with this 8 of Wands. You have the fastest moving cards in the deck as how you need to approach this. This is the obstacle part, but then by confronting this in the right way, letting this be and end in the right way, ending the cycle in the right way, what are you doing? You're gaining momentum. You're in 8 of Wands energy. Fast, one of the fastest ones. It's Chariot, 8 of Wands, and Knight of Swords. I think it is. Communication, things taking off, movement. By what? Focusing on yourself. Focus on yourself and believe in your worth. Believe in your mind. Believe. Your mind is magical. You can create anything with your mind. Be in that energy. Think for yourself. Be in that Hierophant energy. As well, you know, I do feel like maybe this person could be coming into their Hierophant energy. But I don't know. I really don't want to get into that much. And 9 weeks with 8 of Wands, that's not long at all. There's a reason as well why you're feeling so much, you know, of this. What is going on? I need something to happen already, because it's literally you're gaining the momentum. It's time. It's time to act now and have this fresh start for yourself. What the? This fell, I did not even know it fell. And it was upright. Believe. From the next couple of days to the next couple of weeks, to the next 9 weeks, you have an alignment happening. But you need to see everything the right way. You need to go through this awakening and finally believe in yourself and in your mind and the power of your mind. It's magic. Believe the power of your mind is magic. Believe through your mind that this can be accomplished. Have that strength within your mind. Mind over matter. You are the one who controls your mind, not the other way around. Transform through this energy. Speak your truth. Remember that it's being illuminated by the awakening. Speak your truth, Don't focus on the unanswered questions. The unanswered questions are coming when they're supposed to. The universe will release them when they are ready to be released. You're going through a Wheel of Fortune moment. You're going through a lot of external forces and turning points that have to do with volatile behavior, arrogance, unpredictability, holding a grudge even, hyperactivity, hastiness, and jealousy issues. Whenever you feel this, remember to focus your mind on the signs that the universe is providing for you to keep you in that strength of mind that you can control your mind and that you don't need to think negatively. You just need to focus on yourself. Refocus your energy by being in that Emperor energy. By letting this end, this cycle end, this cycle of lacking, this cycle of, stagnancy, the cycle of no direction whatsoever, to be able to gain that momentum and have that alignment happen. Literally, this is about things take off. You are being aligned with very rapidly with this Lover's energy, with a soul union. But also duality is what I'm seeing with that. But you did get union, the Lover's union. Just trust, believe and trust, and focus on yourself. Once you shift the focus from wanting that to come in because of the external and start focusing, wanting the internal to come in, that's when the true change happens. My advice. This collective, you are very powerful and you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Own your truth, own your wisdom. Trust. Alrighty. That was magical, guys. I thought that I'm embodying a little bit of your negative energy. I thought it wasn't going to go that well, but look how it went. Alrighty. Let's confirm that love part, and then I want to confirm with my moon deck. Just 3. That's 3. We're just doing 3. Romantic feelings, believe. It's not that the love isn't there. It's just that, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Give your relationship a chance. It's coming in as new love because both of you are coming in new energy. Very soon. Just trust. Alrighty. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to see what spirit animal is going to be following you around. Or what, because we did get the omens. So let's get what spirit animal will be guiding you through this. And we're going to get some angel cards as well. Will be literally a time for healing. Emotions are running high. And we did have a full moon in Scorpio. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. Stop it. Meditate and contemplate. And luck is on your side. Bring love into the situation. And a new start is coming. Oh my God. Sign. Let's get what spirit animals are going to be following you around in the next 9 weeks. Or maybe even what spirit animal you need to look out for having to do with the omens that are going to be appearing in the next 9 weeks. Even, it could be outside, could be in the feed. in your feed, like TikTok, Instagram. It could be wherever it is that you are allocating those signs to be shown by the universe. Allocate the signs. You know, show me a butterfly whenever I need to maybe, you know, focus on my transformation and be more compassionate towards myself instead of feeling all of this anger. Allocate the signs. All right, let's get a couple. Spirit animals that can be following this beautiful collective around, and literally on the bottom, strength. Why am I seeing the Libra? Like Libra literally just stared at me. You could be a Libra. You guys got a little air signs on that spread. One more. All right. Hold on. So we have the beetle, creativity and inspiration. So maybe you can see it. You're going to see a beetle whenever this happens. So focus whenever you feel like maybe, whenever you're feeling these negative emotions, you know, that anger, that, you know, that restlessness, that hastiness, the jealousy maybe, and maybe you see a beetle, focus on creativity, focus on maybe channeling that energy towards something creative and inspirational, for example. Buffalo, maybe it comes over you and you're feeling the buffalo. Focus on the abundance and your own wealth, what you do have, you know, gratitude through magnetism through gratitude. And the zebra, focus on you being very unique and you being that, literally, uniqueness and that stillness, that divine feminine that you are. Individuality and uniqueness. No one can replace you. You are everyone else. Everyone is unique. Everyone else is taken. No one can, you know, no one can be you. And you can't be anyone else. Have strength with who you are. Just saying. All right, let's confirm. Anyways, that moth thing was so fun. It's so crazy how literally I said that with the omens. I do feel like you're going to be getting a lot of different signs whenever you're feeling those very overwhelming emotions, so that to see if the universe is, you know, to see if you are paying attention to what the universe is providing, to the signs that they're providing. So pay attention, focus. All right. Let's get confirmation of that full reading. The energy is gaining momentum. I can feel that for sure. You and your loved ones are safe, divinely protected. And there's a reason, because you remember I always save these on Snapchat, and then I do another 2-minute video for each one. When we got the focus, you guys got the music, and that creativity stood out to me. Maybe you need to, whenever you're feeling that energy or that anger, you know, or that, you know, negative emotion or negative energy, channel it through music, channel it through dancing, channel it through however it is that you feel that it will help you transmute that and release it. The end of a tough cycle is approaching, and you guys did get that when I was starting to pull out a bunch of cards. Just trust. The energy is gaining momentum. Stay in integrity, strength. Stay in your mental strength and in your truth. You and your loved ones are safe. Shadow work, confirmation. I was going to get the shadow cards, but I forgot. Well, there's a reason for everything. Clearly, I did kind of like really mama beared you guys. It's because I love you guys. I just want you to, you know, see yourselves as the universe and I see you. Beautiful and magical and very powerful collective. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And literally, which one it is? Strength. Remember, you are strong. Keep that strength. And it's so funny because literally Yang Moon, divine masculine energy. Keep that divine masculine strength. Embrace uncertainty. See it as, you know, when you had, I don't know if you guys, maybe you guys never had one, but maybe you guys did. You know those surprise parties that you never thought you were going to get? And then you just got it, and that emotion, try to embody that emotion. Or even, you know, think of it as, you know, why would you want to know each and every moment that is supposed to happen in your life? That would be boring. That for me would be boring. There would be no excitement ever, because nothing would surprise me. See it as that. See it with the eyes of a child, literally. And have courage. You are strong enough. Alrighty. My God, this shirt, I swear. I think I'm gonna have to give it to my daughter. Put these away and let's get some charmies. Let's get some. Oh, hold on. I want to get you angel cards. Let's get you which angel or archangel is going to be following you around in the next 9 weeks. Okay, then. That was fast. Raguel, keeper of the Akashic records, soul contract energy. Oh my God. Balance, peace, meditate. According to plan, divine order, sacred knowledge and research. I bring balance, order, and justice to those who ask and who deserve to follow God's plan for their lives. Aquamarine could be a good stone maybe that you need to get. 2 weeks and get more information. Let's get a couple more. That's Sagittarius energy. And Raziel, the angel of magic and mysteries. Behind the veil, truth. Mediumship, divine wisdom, illumination, dreams. You could be getting a lot. Pay attention to your dreams. I had the strangest dream yesterday, actually. Vision. I enhance your spiritual gifts, infuse your heart with inner knowing, and reveal the secrets of Source. So clear quartz, 1 week and many options. Be decisive. 17th of the 8th could be an important date. Write it down. But also fire energy. And you guys did get fire. Maybe you guys are a fire air pairing. But then I looked at this one and it came to, I don't know, I did like this and I was like, oh my God, I really need to read this one. So Rick Beal, ruler of the divine chariot. And you guys got that chariot. Movement, dynamic action, coordination, teleportation, fights and defeats chaos. I shelter you from storms and show you how to use your Merkaba to become a chariot of the divine power. Smoky quartz, full moon, and go. Sign. All right, let's get some charmies. Let's shuffle this a little bit. Whoa. Oh, God. So you got my communication bell. Got my little communication bell. I do feel this communication. Oh, my God, and look. A little moon, crescent moon, wanted to come out. But you guys could, you know, be born in a crescent moon, or you love the crescent moon, or maybe your person was born in the crescent moon, but communication on the way. Focus on your inner wisdom, elephant energy. Balancing out your points, mind, body, and soul. Balance. That's what the universe is trying to get you. You're about to soar. This makes me really feel like you're an Aquarius, though. Or an air sign, but I don't know, whenever I see this I feel like air sign for sure, like that soaring energy. Protect your energy, remember what I said before. Star and love, but believe in your wish through unconditional love. You guys got, and it's funny, oh my God, awakening. You got my Kundalini, my little snake. You guys did get that, you know, that snake energy, but I'm seeing this as that awakening, going through that aha moment. Sign. You guys got my little cage, but it's open. Sometimes it comes out closed, and I love that it came out open because, again, it means this collective. You are a very strong collective. You can always open and close that cage and, you know, free yourself from that entrapment of the mind. Sign. There's a reason why you're soaring. You can get out of your mind. Infinite hope. Keep the belief. You guys got the music, so clearly music is important for this collective. Maybe focus on music and see how can it can heal you as well. But the time has come. You got my little, you know, sign. My little light bulb thingy. All right, let's get important dates, birthdays, angel numbers you might be seeing or need to look up. 12 of the 3rd, 12 of the 7th. What is this? This is a 4. Oh my God. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just saying. 16th of the 5th, 16th of the 6th, 16th of the 4th, 16th of the 7th, 16th of the 3rd, 16th of the 12th, 3rd of the 7th, 7th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 4th, 4th of the 3rd, 3, 4, 5 angel number, 1654 angel number as well, 46 or 64 angel number. The creator is by your side, the little flower of life. I love that flower. 3, expansion. What was that? My God. 48 or 84 angel number. 444 sign. But 10th of the 11th, 11th of the 10th, 88 of the 11th, 11th of the 8th, 8th of the 4th, 4th of the 8th, 4th of the 4th, portal energy. 26th of the 4th, 26th of the 11th, 26th of the 10th, 26th of the 8th. 6th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 6th, and yeah, 10th of the 11th, 11th of the 10th. All right, guys, and 20 by itself. So the 20th of this month maybe could be significant. All right, guys, I love you all. I hope you guys, this gave you clarity, and I hope it helped. But yeah, just remember to don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. It came to my mind. But I will have another reading, and I think I'm going to do a Divine Masculine reading later today. They're calling to me. My Divine Masculines are calling to me. But I think I'm going to have a Divine Masculine reading later today on TikTok. But yeah, I love you all. I will see you all later, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Mwah. Bye.